In this video, we're going to talk about the Rossignol Jibsaw HD, or Heavy Duty as it's also known. This is a high-end camber dominant hybrid, so it's got camber and rocker in it, park board. This is an aggressively stiff board. It's one of those boards designed for sending the big line or a rider that's going to manhandle it into jibs. This isn't a board for the faint of heart. This isn't a board for the casual park rider. This is a board for someone that understands that they've got to bring their A game to ride it, as well as be that rider that has to dominate it. This is a board that pushes back, and it pushes back hard. It's aggressive. I can't stress that enough. This board features Rossignol's AmpTech Elite camber profile, which is 60% camber into a 20% rocker in the tip and 20% rocker in the tail. Basically, it's cam rocker. So you load it up like traditional camber, but it's going to engage that rocker, making it a little more loose out at the contact points, a bit easier to press with. It's going to be better in powder. The big thing with the Jibsaw HD is to understand that it's the big brother to the regular Jibsaw, and it's stiff. I mean, aggressively stiff. This is a very high-end freestyle board. So what you get is a little bit of play out in the tip and the tail where the rocker is, and then it just stiffens up through the middle with not a lot of torsional flex. This board is very stable. It's very damp. You don't really have to worry about it when you're charging. This is a deck that just crushes through anything in its path. It's like a bulldozer just going down the hill, just mowing its way through any chunder field. So charge with it if you want to. If you're lazy, you can get a little bit of pop out of the rocker, almost skate style. But this is a board you want to aggressively load up. And the more you load it, the more rebound and snap you're going to get. This board, you really have to be assertive to get pop out of it. And the more you put in, the more you're going to get. This is a board that can handle small and medium jumps, but it's at home on the big ones. The bigger the jump, the better. That's what it wants. It wants to be thrown into the air. It wants to come down hard. This is a board that isn't for someone that's just starting to jump out. You have to know what the fuck you're doing to be able to engage it properly on the bigger jumps. While the rocker in the nose will help with that softer flex to engage a press or a butter, you have to manhandle this board. You have to be assertive. You have to go fast. You have to know where the sweet spots are and the flex points and how to get your weight over them to really engage it, whether you're buttering or jibbing. Speed will always be the key with this deck.
Yeah, brother, I got an Easter egg here for ya. That's right, one of you chumps could win this snowboard. Mic drop.
Surprisingly, the side cut on this board is forgiving enough to allow you to skid a turn. This isn't a board that you always have to be on edge and drive it. While it is better to be that way, you still can be a little more laid back. It grips well. That magnet traction makes contact with the snow and you feel it set in and lock in. This is a board that'll plow through anything in its path when you're on edge. It leaves razor sharp lines across ice. You can aggressively carve with this board. You can Euro carve with it. You drive that camber zone. You really aggressively flex it off the tail to snap out of a turn. This is a board that if you know how to carve, you're not going to have problems. But if you're any bit apprehensive, it's going to eat you alive. That's how aggressive it is. This is a park board for the person that's hitting 40-plus foot jumps on the regular. Someone that's hitting 60-foot jumps on the regular. Someone that understands riding a super pipe. This is a board for someone that's at that upper tier of freestyle. The person that knows how to push it and be aggressive, that wants camber underfoot, but needs that rocker in the tip and the tail to be a little more surfy and easier to press. Basically, this is for a high-end slopestyle rider. Okay, so the Jibsaw Heavy Duty is the big brother to the regular Jibsaw. We know that. And there's a lot of boards out there that are big brothers to other decks. So why don't we see what boards compare to this board? Maybe they're a big brother, maybe they're not. The Jones Ultra Mountain Twin. The Capita DOA, or Defenders of Awesome as it's also known. The Endeavor KTV. The Yes Typo. The Interior Plane Project Honolulu. The Rome Mod Camber. or even the Stale if you really want to. Remember to comment, share, subscribe, and like this video. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below, that way you're getting a notification, and I'll see you guys in another video. If you've been enjoying all these product reviews and you haven't been buying through our affiliate program, which is down there, why don't you check out our Patreon? This is a great way for you to get involved with us. There's some great rewards on there, and it helps fund us so we can do more product reviews for you guys that enjoy what we're doing.